Hey everyone, I'm Ben from the Academy of Geekery, and today I am back doing another Java tutorial. So today guys, we are looking at how to make a button move to random different locations on the screen when you click it. Now you can do this with labels and text boxes and whatever else you want to use, but I'm going to use a button in this example. So yeah, let's learn how to code this. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to press the new project button in the top left corner. We're going to go next, and then from there we are going to make our new program, which is just going to be called something like moving button, like so. And then in here we are going to make a new JPanel. So to do that, we're going to make a new JPanel called main screen, and this version of our main screen we're going to call my screen equals new main screen. Bracket, bracket, semicolon. It'll say that's wrong, but that's just because main screen doesn't exist yet, so we've got to make it. So, over to our moving button project, we've got to right click on where it says moving dot button. Right click on that, go new, JPanel form, and you have to get the caps exactly right, spell out main screen. Like so, finish. Then we're going to stretch this out, and I want to make mine about, what was it? I think I had it, so I wanted to have it at 500 by 400, so about there. And then we're going to need to drag in two buttons. We're going to need a start button, so start that. That will start the game. And then we also need another button, which is going to be our button we're going to hit, and we're just going to call this button. Now we need to rename these, so start. We are going to right click it, go change variable name, and we're going to call this just start button. Okay. And this one, we are going to change the variable name just to, I don't know, the button. Change it to whatever you want it to be changed to. So then, we're going to need to go into source, and we are going to need to import. So go underneath where it says package moving dot button, import javax.swing.star, then semicolon, and then we're going to need to import, if we can, my keyboard's not working, import java.awt.border layout, semicolon. That is all we need to import at the top for the moment. Now the next thing we're going to do, under the public class, we're going to need to make a new Jframe. So Jframe with capital J, capital F, Jframe new frame equals new Jframe. Like that. Okay guys, what we're going to do next is type in new frame under init components dot get content pane dot add this border layout dot center, semicolon. Then underneath this we're going to need to do new frame dot set default close operation window constants dot exit on close, semicolon. Then underneath this we need to do new frame dot pack, and then underneath that we need to do new frame dot set visible, and actually before that we probably should put new frame dot set title, and then in there we need to do double quotes, and then we're going to call this moving button, and then put a semicolon after that. So now we can see, if we press the run button, we have our little program here. We can see it, which is really cool. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go underneath and go new frame dot set resizable equals false, because we don't want the user to be able to resize this, because that kind of breaks the game. And last but not least, we are going to need to put, now let me check, bad memory of mine, what did we rename this button to? The button, that was it. So the button dot set visible equals false, because we don't want to see it when it first loads up. Now what we're going to need to do is double click on the start button, and in the start button what we're going to do is make it so the start button dot set visible equals false. This button's going to disappear once the game starts. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the button suddenly appear. So set visible equals true, like that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go over and we are going to double click on the button to open its action performed. Next thing we're going to do is create two integers called mole x and mole y, or button x and button y, or whatever you are calling these, because I originally came up with this idea as a whack-a-mole style game, which is a good way of using this, but I'm sure there are many other uses for this as well. So the first thing we're going to do is int button x equals bracket int, which basically converts the answer into an int, like rounds it up to be an int. And then what we're going to want to do is bracket, then math, dot random, and then we're going to go times 450. So 50 under the x number, the x dimension of our JPanel out here, because remember we made it 500 by 400. Now the next one, so we can basically copy this because I'm lazy, and we are going to make changes to button Y and change 450 to 350. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go the button dot set location, and then in brackets button X button Y semicolon, without doing what I just did then. And if we press this button just here, start, and we press this, it will just continuously appear randomly every time we press it. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe.